Hey y'all, we made it this far, and for our recipe number 6, we are going to cook squash soup. After having all our ingredients prepared, we are going to peel our squash and take out the seeds, and then we dice them. While our squash is being peeled, we are going to make our coconut milk. So we just finished milking our coconut milk, and so let's set this aside while we dice our squash and spices. Hey there, good people. So just like I said, we used natural coconut milk because the first one that I brought was this instant coconut milk powder, and the problem was it got additional ingredients except for just coconut milk. It even got crustaceans and shrimp, so no to this. Okay, now that our ingredients are well set and prepared, we are going to heat our pan. So while our pan heats up, we are going to add the oil. So once our oil is hot enough, we are going to put in our spices and we have them sauteed. Yeah. Smells good. And then we are going to add our tomatoes and the other pepper. We don't want to overcook it, so we're just gonna add our diced squash in, just like that. We're going to add some water and we're going to let it boil. And honestly, it wasn't stated on the ingredient, on the recipe, how much water is to let the squash boil. So I think my ancestors tells me that I'll just use half a cup. Oops, okay, there we go. Half a cup of water. No, I still think my ancestor tells me to add a little bit more because, wait. Yeah, I think my sister tells me to add more. Okay, there we go. And more. Okay, I think that's enough. So we're going to cover it and let it boil for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is almost over, but I'd like to read this illustrative narrative that was also posted next to the recipe of this cooking subject. It says here that God has furnished man with abundant means for the gratification of an unperverted appetite. He has spread before us the product of the earth, a bountiful variety of food that is palatable to the taste and nutritious to the system. Fruits, grains, nuts, and vegetables prepared in a simple way are nutritious. So that's it. Also, I'd like to thank MVC for the break that it has given us. It's 1 week and that is, I don't know, it really is meant to be appreciated. So much. There's a lot of gratitude in my heart. Thank you so much, MVC, because that 1 week, I think I had it well spent, and yay, thank you. So yeah, that's it. So let's go back to our cooking now. Okay, so I think our squash is already good to go. Yep, it is tender indeed. And so we are going to add our salt. We don't have any mushroom seasoning, so yay, let's just add the salt. The simpler, the better. And lastly, we are going to thicken up with our freshly squeezed coconut milk. 1 cup of squeezed coconut milk, and there we go. It turned yellow actually, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad one, but I think it's a good thing, so yay. Now that our squash soup is done, we're going to transfer it in a more palatable container. squash soup is done. So let's do some taste test. I think it was way too creamy because of the coconut milk. And the squash, it tastes good actually. It's like a pudding with a soup. It tastes good. So after all the cooking, we're going to clean our mess, wash what is to be washed, and throw the vegetable peelings.